Think I'm live. Hopefully I'm live. I want to start this one by saying I'm proud of my kids. Really proud of all my kids. They're amazing humans. I see God in each of them, but I'm overly proud, even through the difficult circumstances we're going through. And it's hard for them to process it and cope. I'm so proud of these children. So proud of my kids. I love you. Welcome to the live stream. I go live every weekday, so please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll get notified when I go live. If you're looking for a live stream that's daily, except for weekends, if you're looking for a live weekday live stream that's going to show you how to take a punch and keep moving forward, you're in the right place. And hopefully you learn something, you're entertained. I always try to bring weird stuff that crosses my path. Do you believe angels are real? I've been watching a YouTube channel called Afterlife, where they talk about people with near-death experiences, NDE. I didn't know it was called that. And this one dude, so whether or not, listen, the conspiracy theorist brain of mine, and I think the internet has just really accentuated and propagated conspiracy theorist stuff up more, but that tinfoil hat brain of mine, at one point watching these people who have had near-death experiences, thought, is this like a put on? But this one dude who explained angels and guardian, no, this one woman from Ireland who explained angels and guardian angels. What's up, everybody joining? Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm going to talk about ticks in a minute. The Lone Star tick, if you're unaware. This story broke a few years ago, but I think it's important with the seasons changing to discuss, and how maybe this is planet Earth's, Mother Nature's solution. Talk about that in a minute, but I was saying I was proud of my kids, and then I started asking if anybody believes in guardian angels. You could throw it in the chat, leave it in the comments. Maybe you had an experience. I'd love to hear about it. Because, I pray that there are guardian angels. I pray the angels are real. I've seen that Russell Crowe movie where the angels, the walkers, whatever they're called, the helpers. I've seen that. I want to believe, maybe my faith isn't strong enough, but this one lady on this NDE, Near Death Experience YouTube channel, just almost convinced me the way she spoke about him. And we're going to get into that Lone Star tick story in just a second. It's so weird that a tick can bite you and you can develop an allergy to mammal meat. It's kind of horrifying. But again, is this Mother Nature's solution? We'll discuss. But outside of talking about if angels are real, and welcoming everybody to the live stream, saying if you want to be entertained, maybe have some food for thought, some discussion at the supper table. Do supper tables even exist anymore? Does everybody eat in front of their phone like me? I don't think dinner tables exist anymore. I want to make mention, you see the shirt I'm wearing? I'm always wearing a Nirvana shirt, but Steve Albini passed away. I don't know if it was yesterday or if we just got the news yesterday. Again, I put all the links in the description, so if you want to read it. Steve Albini, legendary underground rock icon, producer, musician. He recorded Nirvana's In Utero, and he passed away, which is sudden, unexpected. But then I was trying to think, like, isn't every death outside of old people unexpected and sudden, right? I think every death is. Oh no, I forgot to do this. Hopefully I'm still here. Am I still here? Yes. And if you don't know any of Steve Albini's work, or maybe it's the first time you're hearing his name, I would highly suggest, type Steve Albini into YouTube and just watch some of his interviews, some of the people who discuss him. Obviously a legend, and I know about him because of Nirvana. And because him recording In Utero and Nirvana wanting to work with him. Anybody who Kurt found interesting and wanted to pursue, I obviously followed up on that. But he did way more. I'm not familiar with all of his work. I'm not going to pretend to be some underground guru, push my glasses up and tell you how he started and his B-side hits that were better than the radio play. I can't do that. I could just tell you from the stuff I've seen, he's done some interviews, I think, with Dave and Chris, and they talk about the good times they had with him his time with Kurt and some really funny stuff. I think he just did an interview with was it Conan and Dave Grohl and Chris Novoselic. Anyways, highly encourage you to watch that interview, and you'll just gain an appreciation for his work within the underground rock punk community. So I just want to say to his family, friends, everybody who loved him, this is a tough week, unexpected loss. Really, isn't every death unexpected? And then I'm watching all this stuff on YouTube about angels, and I'm like, the first thing I think, I don't know if this is weird, and I'll get to the Lone Star tick. I promise you. I promise I'm going to talk about the ticks that make humans develop an allergy to mammals, and maybe this is Mother Earth's solution to all the issues we're facing. Life finds a way, right? Jurassic Park, 1990, I think. Anyways, when I heard about his passing, again, rest easy, Steve. My condolences to everybody. It's a tough day. Wear your Nirvana shirt, play some in utero. I immediately wondered if, when he passed over, if Kurt was there to welcome him. Does anybody think like that? Anybody? Am I totally weird and alone? I was like, man, I bet he transitioned into the other vibration that we enter into. And Kurt was like, what's up, man? How you doing? Or at least that's what I'd like to imagine. Or maybe his family and friends, but I don't know who his mother, grandfather, dad, uncle, long lost brother. I don't know about that. So I just envisioned oh man, he's probably reuniting with Kurt, getting behind the higher vibration, heavenly studio glass wall and saying, Kurt, record that one you never got to on Earth. I always think about all the music we missed out on, but my mind drifts there. And I don't know if I'm just a weirdo, if maybe you do it too. Please, somebody validate me. I'm sharing this stuff and I feel like a freak. Or maybe you don't even give it a second thought, but I do. So rest easy, Steve. We'll all see you one day. We'll all see you. It's one thing that's guaranteed. So anyways, back to the live stream about taking a punch and moving forward. I'm Rob, and times are tough. So if you can hit that subscribe button, not only would it mean a lot to me, but I love what I do, and I love the family I've found here. We're going to talk about this Lone Star tick. Fascinating article, Scientific American. I left it in the description for you to read. You get homework on this live stream. Let's face it. I put all the articles we discussed in the description. I encourage you to read them. I encourage you to comment if you found something I didn't mention or think something different, because I'm going to tell you what I think this Lone Star tick development is and how we're 4 years out from the onset of it and what is truly happening. Somebody made a funny comment or a funny tweet, said maybe this vegan making tick, this tick that makes you allergic to red meat, is the vegans' first plan of attack. They've launched their first attack, which I thought was hilarious. And I thought every vegan out there is encouraging this tick. It's a funny concept. And we'll get into that in a second. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed, who has hit the notification bell, who joins, who comments, who gets up in the live chat, because it means the world to me. I love doing this. And I do it every day, outside of weekends. So this Lone Star tick, if you haven't heard about it, that's what it's called. I guess it's named after the female tick that has a little white spot on its back. I think, did it originate in Texas? It had to have. I forget if they mentioned that in the article. Again, I'm doing this on my phone, so I don't have my notes. But once it bites a human, you develop AGS, alpha gall syndrome, which alpha gall sounds really weird. Sounds like some kind of a testosterone-ridden seagull. There's the alpha gall gull, known to fight humans on every beach for their french fries. But alpha gall syndrome means the tick injects a little molecule that makes humans react to mammal meat. And they specifically say this in Scientific American. I put the link in the description. I'm not going rogue here. And immediately I thought, we are mammals and we have meat, so why wouldn't it just make us react to ourselves? I'm guessing it's something, once it's ingested, that's what they kind of make it sound like, that your body now reacts to it. And the weird thing is they say you could go from, they describe people having like a double cheeseburger, right? After getting bit by this Lone Star tick and getting and developing AGS, alpha gal. They say some people can have a double cheeseburger and their hands tingle, which is, that'd be weird. And then some people can have refried beans where there's pork fat, I think, to make the refried beans and go into anaphylactic shock, which is terrifying because there's no like one condition. You just don't know until you've tested it out, which I would say do not do. Um, and the other thing I learned from this article, not only how like varied and wide spread this like the spectrum of this disease is, but Scientific American, linked in the description, hit subscribe and the notification bell. They say because in the US we have no nationwide like tick surveillance system, which immediately made me go, is there, do other countries have a nationwide tick surveillance system? Is that a thing? Scientific American, are you like throwing that out there as a suggestion? I would love to know. I mean, do we not have the resources for that? I thought we were one of the wealthiest nations in the world and we can't track ticks. The other fascinating thing, which we'll get to in 1 second, is why they think these ticks are so prevalent now and how they're spreading. But they said because there's no tracking system for ticks, we can't put little GPS ankle bracelets on them once we catch them. I think, and I was told this when I was younger, and anytime I've gotten bitten by a tick, you're supposed to just burn them. That's what I do. Because the old wives' tale goes that like even if you squish them and pop them, it doesn't kill the head, and like the head can, like a zombie, like crawl away and continue to bite. I don't know. I don't know if you do that, if I was just told that growing up in New England when I was younger, but I always put them on like a tweezer and just light them or put them over the stove, the open flame, and get rid of them. Make sure that tick can hurt nobody else. It's a death sentence. So what they're saying, again, this is, am I still here? I pray I'm still alive. Put it into no, do not disturb, and we'll see. Hopefully this didn't get interrupted. My apologies. I hope this did not get interrupted. Really hope. If anybody's still here, it looked like I got disconnected and I'm frozen. I don't think I'm frozen now. Throw something in the chat, because I'll continue talking, but talking to myself is almost as weird as talking into a phone. All right, so if I'm still live, I want to continue. And again, YouTube fast and loose with their rules, so I don't know how much I can say, but it deals with climate change and the warming. Again, I get so weirded out by talking about this stuff because I treasure this YouTube channel and the family I've developed. Thank you for subscribing. But they say because, you know, it's been warmer longer, the seasons have definitely changed. You know, we haven't gotten snow here in New England since like 2015, or like real snow. You know, we get a light dusting in May, which is fucking weird. We used to have white Christmases and potential snow around Thanksgiving. Now it's like May 1st, get ready for the snow. So anyways, because of that, they're saying the larva is hatching earlier and the adults are living longer. Because originally, I think it started in the Lone Star state of Texas, but they said these Lone Star ticks were prevalent. They were infesting the southeast of America. And now they say they come all the way up to New England. Hence why I'm talking about this. For all my neighbors, be careful when you're out there hiking in the Lynn Woods Reservation. I got a tick on me when I went there. Probably because I kept going off into the woods. We were doing like a Cub Scout thing. And I kept running off into the woods to make my own walking sticks. And then I found a birch tree where I took the birch off it. That's definitely how it happened, because everybody else was fine. They stayed on the trail. I couldn't help myself. And you know what? I made one walking stick for myself and my daughter, and everybody was asking for one. All the kids wanted one, kind of like a bow staff, and then the adults were asking for them, and I made everybody one. No problem. If you're going to be in the woods, have a good walking stick, right? Plus, if a bear ever comes, if you were on the live stream yesterday, you know there are black bears in New England. I'm just learning that. Bear ever comes, you need a stick. I don't think it will do anything, but you just need a stick. It's like a toothpick for after they maul you. Um, so because of the climate changing and things are getting warmer, these ticks have a longer life cycle, which means they can migrate. I wonder how they migrate, because ticks are weird. Well, obviously on animals. All right, I answered that one for myself. But the most fascinating thing, and I don't know if too many people are discussing this when warning about these Lone Star ticks that can make you allergic to mammal meat, ranging from tingly hands with a double cheeseburger to anaphylactic shock from refried beans. Such a weird spectrum. It runs the gamut, this thing. So, and they also said the more you get bit by this tick, the more likely it is this will last forever. Your body keeps getting reintroduced to this molecule that makes you allergic to mammal meat, to red meat. So try not to get bitten at all. And they said that this tick could bite you and it could last a year, 2 years. It could be, your body chemistry could change forever. It's just a weird thing. And that immediately made me think, everything makes me think of Jurassic Park and how life will find a way. That thing haunts me. That saying, Jeff Goldblum, whoever wrote that script, that haunts me. That one phrase, life will find a way. And I thought, is this Mother Nature? She knows that these pig farms, cow farms, and all the cow farts are killing Earth. They're the ones heating it up. Did she develop this tick? Because it kind of came out of nowhere, right? I grew up in the 80s and 90s. We never heard of a tick that made you allergic to meat. This has got to be a newer tick. This is life finding a way. The ticks have evolved. And maybe it was a vegan scientist who was like, I'll show people how to get red meat out of their diet. Or if just nature said, I gotta curb some of this grotesque corporate farming. I mean, meat prices would come down. There's the good thing for the few of us who weren't bitten. You gotta wonder, would there be a zombie tick at some point? Let me stay on track. But is this tick developed by Mother Nature, spreading with the warmer seasons, the warmer years, to make everybody stop eating red meat? Again, tinfoil hat, but I want you to think about it. Think about what I'm saying. Because this could be Mother Earth's solution to us making every empty piece of land a cow fart farm. Because that's really what they're harvesting, cow farts. The meat is like a byproduct. The meat is secondary to the cow farts. That's the number one export of these farms, cow farts. And that's science. I'm sure Scientific American has an article on that. I could probably look it up. Again, articles in the description about these ticks. Steve Albini. And do you believe in angels? Leave it in the comments. Random question. That was the beginning of the live stream. I love listening to the crows. I don't know if you can hear them. I love those crows. They're very smart birds. Crows are amazing. But this tick, maybe it was just Mother Nature's development. Scientists and Scientific Americans don't say the origin story. They don't give us the Captain America origin story of these ticks. So I'm very curious to know if this is Mother Nature's way to solve. And we'll know. I mean, if there are more news stories this summer popping up about people getting bitten by ticks and can't eat meat, which would be awesome. I would just love to see the McDonald's. Oh, the family's right here. This is the family that I live near. I love them. But we'll know. I would love to be on the McDonald's earning report. The Wall Street expectations quarterly earnings report when McDonald's is like, we got to combat this tick. We gotta pump money into politics to eradicate the tick. That's how you want to know how we'll get a tick nationwide tick surveillance program, is if enough people get bitten by this tick and it affects the fast food industry, they will pump money into politics enough for these politicians to implement a nationwide tick surveillance program so they can track people, so people can spend their money without being allergic to fast food. That's how you get it done. I mean, really, corporations will do anything to protect their profits to meet Wall Street's expectations. Think about that. That's what our country is based on. Everything in our country, every IPO, initial public offering company, wants to meet Wall Street's expectations. That's all they care about. Customers, workers, they don't give a rip. They just need to meet the expectations so the compensation packages can get bigger, so the investment firms that own them can make more money, so they can get more yacht money. So if you want anything done, if you align your interests with that, it will get done. That's how we get a tick surveillance program. Watch. Watch. People of 2040, if you're watching this live stream, that's how you got the tick surveillance program. Enough people were bitten by this red meat allergy tick, and the lobbyists decided to throw money at getting a tick surveillance program. But I wonder if someday that's how the zombie apocalypse spreads. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the new movie called Handling the Dead. I believe it's it's based on a Norwegian book or Norwegian film. I just saw that it was from the person who did Let the Right One In, which is another Norwegian vampire movie, and it's so eerie. It's such a slow burn. It's so amazing. Birds fighting outside my car. That I had to watch the trailer. The trailer hasn't got many views, but it's on YouTube. And it's about zombies. It's a very slow burn. It's like an art house horror film, which is cool. Even the trailer's a slow burn. You don't really get much out of the trailer. Maybe that's why it doesn't have a bunch of views. In this society, this gimme fast food society, this is an appreciation flick. It's got heart, said the Daily Beast or whatever, whoever reviewed it. But that makes me think, is that how we have the World War Z? Is it all started by a tick? Think about it. The undead life finds a way. All right, I got some stuff to do. If you could hit that subscribe button, all the articles we talked about, Steve Albini, the Lone Star Tick, very interesting reads, both of them. Highly encourage you to read it. They're both in the description. Remember, I go live every weekday, so if you could hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live, I would appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. It means the world to me. And also hit that notification bell because I'm trying to put new reaction videos up on my YouTube. I just seen what was in my feed? Was it Vanity Fair or one of those Vogue magazines where they did a lie detector test with Chris Hemsworth? And I really wanted to watch that to react. So that might be it, the Met Gala one. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to upload new videos. Say hi, there you are. I was just thinking about you. Good to see you. I'm just wrapping up so you can watch this after. We were talking about the Lone Star Tick and how I think it's Mother Nature, life finding a way from Mother Nature to curb climate change, because this tick is spreading from climate change, from the warmer years. So it's been able to live longer, migrate farther north because it's not as cold, and that this is Mother Nature trying to get rid of the corporate farmings that export cow flatulence. I'm convinced of it. I know it's tinfoil hat stuff, but I'm convinced of it. So it's good to see you. I'm glad you got to stop by. I gotta skedaddle. I thank you so much. Say hi. Just so good to see you. Just so good to see you. It's good to see you up in the live chat, man. Appreciate you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Keep hope. Oh, and I asked this earlier. Say hi. Leave it in the comments because I'm about to wrap up. But do you believe in guardian angels? Have you ever had experience with guardian angels, or just angels in general? And if you do believe in them, what are your thoughts on them? So many people have different thoughts, and if you've read any books about them or seen any YouTubes about them, people say like they're one big eye with 1,000 wings and 46 hands and like sharp teeth, but they're very kind. Like the visual description is supposed to be something that's not what we normally consider, but this YouTube channel that I was watching where people had near-death experiences explained, one guy said an angel looked like John Goodman from Roseanne, which I was like, that is comforting. Everybody loved him. Everybody still loves John Goodman. I would like a John Goodman angel. So I don't know if you had any of those experiences, if you believe what you believe, if your family has taught you something different. I'm just so interested to know. And if you don't believe, why not? Or if you've had a run-in with an angel. Sometimes I think homeless people are angels. I think kids could be angels. I think strangers could be angels. I want to believe. Is my faith that strong? Anyway, say hi. Have a great day. I gotta go. Peace. Salute to you guys.